Hi everyone, my name is Jen Edwards and I'm an art therapist. I hope you're all staying busy and getting outside, enjoying this beautiful fall season. Art is a great way to focus on positive things like fall colors, and today I'll show you how to create a fall leaf ornament that you can use in your fall and holiday decorating. To do this project, you'll need a leaf stencil or an actual leaf, watercolor paper, scissors, some watercolor paints, a small and large brush, paintbrush, cup with water, a napkin or paper towel. Let's see, hole punch, mine's a small one, and some glitter glue, some jute cord or twine, and some Q-tips. And as always, this is your creation, so just have fun with it, and you might surprise yourself. Here we go. So, let's see how I get situated. First, trace your leaf or your leaf stencil on your watercolor paper. I already did mine with a pencil. Hopefully you can see that. I guess it's a maple leaf, but you know there's all kinds of leaves that you can do. Let's see. Alright. And I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut my outline out. Take your time getting around those little nooks and crannies, all those corners. Get into that art zone. It's a good place to be. You can relax. Getting close. Alright. Here. And we're going to be painting. I'll be painting both sides of this leaf. Let's see. So, take your watercolor paints in your water. There we go. And the big brush, or bigger brush, and just get it wet. Trying to get these other things out of the way. My table's getting small. Getting smaller. Alright, and I'll be using fall colors, red, orange, yellow, brown, and some green. Let's see. And if it helps, you can paint the edges first, like this. And don't worry about your work surface because watercolor paints are washable, so it should wash off pretty easy. But you could always put some newspaper under there. See, I'm just following the edge of my leaf here. And the more paint you use, the darker it'll be. And the bolder color. So I'm just kind of just dabbing it in. And you can also start in the middle and work your way out if you like. So many ways to do it. And you don't need that much water. Just enough that it makes the paint work. Helps it flow. Okay, painting the stem here. And I'm going to take some orange. And I'm just going to keep adding those colors, just kind of keep dabbing them, kind of piecing it together here. Really hope you can see that, it's hard to tell. Okay. And just take your time. Overlap your colors if you like. Alright, maybe even some brown in there. Some yellow. Alright. Okay, and then just let it dry a little bit, and then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to paint the other side too. It doesn't have to be totally dry, but take a few deep breaths too. That'll help you relax. Let's use green this time. If it seems light, just add more paint. You can also use a white cardstock paper. That's nice and thick. Yeah, thick. As long as it's thick paper, because you're using watercolors and we're painting both sides, so makes it a little sturdier. Yeah, and I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just painting any kind of color in there. I'm sticking to the fall colors, the red, orange, yellow, and green, and brown. So no matter what, I'll still have my fall theme. So just have fun with it. And you'll see as you paint it, the color will, or the paper will start to curl because it's wet. So it'll look more like a real leaf, which is kind of neat. Ooh, that helped. Hopefully. All the colors are showing here. Maybe you have some trees in your yard. We have oak trees in our yard, so I get to see the leaves and all that. A little bit of yellow. Yellow's a good filler color. You can just kind of add it in, find all those white spots and just add that yellow. Alright, that looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the veins of the leaf. Like if you see this real leaf, see it has that main vein that comes through the middle, and then these smaller ones kind of go into the corners here. So I'm going to try to do the same thing, but don't think about it too much because every leaf is unique. Okay, so take your small brush and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of roll it in the brown. Get it nice and wet. Or the black, you can do both. And what I'm going to do is just like in the real leaf, I'm going to make that first middle line. And I'll start at the bottom and just go all the way to the top. See that line? And you can go over it again to make it darker. Like that. And then I'm just gonna kind of branch off into the corners from that line. Kind of like a tree. Just let your mind wander. Everything will work out in the end. Let's see, we'll go over here. And I'm kind of going into the bend of the, it's not really, I mean it's a corner, but it's kind of different. I'm going into that too. Just anywhere. Doesn't have to have a pattern. Because in nature there's no patterns. Things just happen. Here we go. Not bad, not bad. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I'm going to try to make it dry a little bit. So I'm going to start over, roll that brush in your brown again, or black, and or. if you do both the brown and black, you'll get a nice dark brown color. And I'm gonna do it the same way. I'm gonna paint a line right in the middle, going up. And make these branches. Let's see, maybe the big one this time. You can start from the corner and work your way in. Any way will work. Let's see, I don't know, maybe I'll do this side. Alright, so here's what I got. Right, and that's all the painting. See, so now you can let it dry for a few minutes, and or you can take your napkin and kind of dab it, which can kind of change the coloring a little bit. Okay, and you want your stem to be a little dry because we're gonna punch a hole in it. And I have a really small hole punch. I'm not sure how big this hole is, but it's really small. But you could use a sewing needle, just poke it through there. Okay. So just kind of take your hole puncher, and I'm going to make a hole right in this stem area. There we go. And I'm also going to put the jute cord in there. I just like this because it has a rustic, natural look to it. And it fits right in that hole. Maybe this end. Here we go. Okay, and just make a basic knot. I'm bringing the two ends together here. I'm just kind of wrapping them around. And leaving a loop. And that way you can hang it. Okay, just like an ornament. I could have actually put my hole a little bit higher, but that's okay. You could always cut it, you know. I could cut it if I want, but I won't. Okay, so for an extra touch, take your glitter glue. I'm using gold because that's a fun fall color. You could use red or green. And we're going to use I'm going to use my Q-tip. And just dip it in there like a paintbrush. And lightly trace your lines. So those lines that we painted, just kind of go over it with your glue, your glitter. And it doesn't need a lot, just a little. And because the glue is wet, you're adding water to your painting, so it could change it a little bit. It's an experiment. I always tell you that. We never know what'll happen. I'm just tracing my lines with the Q-tip and the glitter glue. I like glitter glue because the glue and glitter are already together, so you don't really have any mess. So that's the one side. I don't know if you can see the sparkles yet. Okay. And I'm gonna be fancy and I'm gonna try to do the other side in the air so that I don't get glitter on my table. So I'm just kind of doing this one in mid-air here. So both sides. And you don't have to do both sides. I'm just showing you because I think it's fun. And it does make it more realistic, more like a real leaf if you do both sides. So, but it's always up to you. These are just ideas that you can try and something different. Try to give you something different. But feel free to take it and run with it. Take it any direction you want. Art is your playground. Okay, now this side you might be able to see more that glitter. And when it dries, it won't be wet looking. It's just glitter when it dries. Okay. You can see all those colors, and it's all sparkly. I love the fall. It's a whole sensory experience for me. Just seeing and smelling the leaves and feeling them crunch under your feet when you're walking. I love the fall. You could make more leaves using this technique and even hook them together and make a garland. You can make a bunch of these and take another string and go through them all and just hook them together. Get creative. Alright, I'll just hang it for now. Takes a little bit of time to dry. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and give this project a try. Thank you for watching, and till we meet again, keep busy, stay safe, and be happy.